Hello again from my front porch. It is very bright today. Last episode it was overcast and kind of cloudy and spitty rainy yesterday. And I said that was really good for, light diffusion because, then it wasn't sun just blaring in. Well, today I still have clouds. Unfortunately, the whole world has become a lighting palette, if you will. The snow arrived. So here, I'll just show you. This is. I should have done this yesterday when you were able to see that it was just rainy. But so you see, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Or at least here on the front porch. So anyway, we got our snow, and I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more before the season is done. They actually just plowed my street. I wish I'd have been out here to do the episode just a couple minutes earlier. I could have actually showed you that they were just plowing the street. My snowplow person, I am lazy, and maybe just, I'd like to think smarter. I'm 53 years old. I have done the shoveling snow thing. My back remembers what that feels like. I've decided I don't do that to myself anymore. And so I pay a guy who shows up and does my driveway and my sidewalks and does a great job of everything. Unfortunately, I'm not his only customer, and so he hasn't got here yet. And from what I hear, it's really nasty snow. That it's wet, it's heavy, and when you scrape it out of the way, what's underneath, because it was that freezy rain stuff first, is slick underneath that, and so that makes it difficult for them. Once they plow the top layers, the white stuff away. Oh, hey, here comes the snowplow again. Check it out. Here he goes. Just as well that my driveway wasn't done yet, because he just went through and closed it off at the end. So I'm actually kind of glad that my snowplow, my snow guy hasn't been here yet. Anyway, so what was I saying? Squirrel. In this case, snowplow. I was talking to my snow guy on the phone, and he was saying that with what's underneath the snow, that when they push the top stuff, the white stuff out of the way, they're even having trouble getting traction of their own tires, their own wheels, doing more plowing, getting the stuff done, and so that makes it problematic. One of his big jobs that he does is he does the plowing for the parking lots at the VA hospital here in Des Moines, which obviously is a big priority. I think he does some other apartments and some business things and stuff too. Very few residential customers, so I'm honored to get to be one of them, because again, he does a great job. Unfortunately, he hasn't been here yet. Not exactly sure when he will make it, but hopefully very, very soon. Oh, rats! There was a pickup truck just came up the road with a plow on the front and some snow blowers in the back. I was thinking, ooh, maybe that was him. It was not. But anyway, so people think that I hate snow. I don't really hate snow. But I understand where that impression comes from, because I never really talk nice about snow either. I'm not a fan of snow. We can safely say that. I don't mind snow as long as it's like right now, where I can look out and say, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? As I'm sitting here inside my house. It's when I have to go out into it and interact with it and drive in it that I'm not as big a fan anymore. I have to get used to that, though. I have to get better about this, because I'm dating a woman who has a 10-year-old daughter who loves to play in the snow, who loves to go sledding and build snowmen and stuff. So gonna have to get used to that again, Paul. Gonna have to get over your issues with snow. And boy, do I have an amazing sledding hill in the backyard. She's going to have a ball back here. But anyway, So I just had to tell you, we got our snow. It's not the end of the world. It's not a snowpocalypse. Well, at least it doesn't seem like it should be that way. For some, it will be, because every year, oh lordy, every year there are people who completely forget what it means to live in Iowa, who completely forget what it means to drive in this kind of weather. Now, granted, there may just be some new people in Iowa that have not actually had to drive in snow before. So there is that possibility. But there are a lot of people homegrown right here in Iowa that just are knuckleheads. They just don't clue in. Oh, the road conditions have changed. I need to change my driving habits. I also live close enough to the interstate. It's just like 3 blocks away in 8035. Interstate 80, Interstate 35, they overlap at this stretch here. But I live close enough that I've also heard sirens at various times here through the morning and into the day here, which I'm sure have to do with the other issue on the interstates especially, is people who definitely are not from Iowa. They're literally just passing through Iowa to get somewhere, and they're not prepared for the road conditions at all. Where they're coming from, maybe they don't ever have these road conditions. Suddenly they get into Iowa and they think they can just whip along on the interstate just like they normally would, and whoo, what do you know, now we're in an accident. And so I've heard sirens today. I'm sure most of them have been out on the interstate dealing with things out there. So if you are here in the central Iowa area, take it slow. There's very little that you would need to do that is that important that you need to rush and try to get there and risk yourself and others around you. So be smart. Besides, during COVID, we're all supposed to be at home, right? we're supposed to be. This is a good motivation to then stay at home. At least it is for me right now. Without my driveway done, there's no way I'm going to try to get my little Toyota in this heavy wet snow out there. However, Lisa may be coming up. She's got I should probably know what type of vehicle it is, but it's one of those. I do know it. It's right there at the tip of my Flex. It's a Flex, but it's a big SUV. I call it the big white tank. It's a big thing, and she just got new tires on the thing. So she said she had to go out to run some errands to pick up some online orders that have arrived at some different stores. And I said, well, if you'd like to swing by and scoop me up into your newly tired white tank, then I'd love to go with you, and maybe we could do some shopping, some stuff together. And so we'll see. I imagine she'll get here before my snowplow person, my snow guy. So, speaking of which, I probably should go clear the steps for her. So with that, I got to hurry and go do that. I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.